Well, hello again. Welcome to Rolynn's Reviews. I hope that you had a very nice thirsty Thursday. Boom. Do me one small favor, folks, as you enter the chat room. Hit that little thumb. That's the like button that tells YouTube that you are enjoying this content, and we may possibly trigger the YouTube algorithm, and hey, they'll share it out with some more folks. Oh my goodness. On this Halloween Eve. All right. So, what is this right here? Okay. Um, so yeah, so the I wasn't sure if I was going to have time to come on tonight, but here I am. And let's see where we are. Do me another favor, folks. If you have um, social media pages, say Facebook or Truth Social, hey, why not share the stream out? All right. The more the merrier, I always say. And all I can say is I'll do the roll call momentarily. Oh boy. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore. I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back. I've seen people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door, I must have it painted black. All right. All right, we'll go ahead and do the roll call. Big Cat is starting the night out right with the super chat. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Yes, God bless you as well. Boom, here I am. Okay. Thank you so much, Big Cat. Meow. So let me send Big Cat some kitty cats here for that super chat. Thank you so much for your support, sir. Okay. Yeah, I was going to talk about something else. And then as I got home from the trunk or treat, I saw this, and you know, Thomas Sowell, God bless him, he's in his 90s. And Vince Ellison is quickly taking his place. Yes, yes, my girls. You know my favorite group is the Stones. Yes. Ta-da! I'm dressing up as a liberal porch pirate to hand. My God, yes. Woo! Dorian, Obama didn't do anything as president, but he's the greatest ever. Yeah, because he's cool. He's cool. But cool. Those policies didn't do anything for me. If they did something for you, great, but they did not help me one iota. Big cat, Obama just got weirder and weirder. He's now a weirdo. I think he's always been weird, but now it's just starting to really come out. I'm dressing as okay, Dorian. This is my traditional Halloween costume. One of my favorite cats, Cat in the Hat. I'm a big Dr. Seuss fan. I know they're saying he's racist. I mean, who's not in their eyes? Come on. I can't with those people. All right. MAGA said my first week. Let's look at this title. Like I said, I had planned on discussing something else. And when I saw this, I was like, OMG. And I think all of you who've been here for a while, you know how I feel about Vince Ellison. He calls it as he sees it. One fish, two fish. Boom. Rusty, you know how it is. They banned Dr. Seuss and then they put all these disgusting books in the media center in all the schools, and you don't want to know what's in these books. Okay, thank you, big cat. How do you like it? I even have the gloves, but the gloves I can't put on because then I can't respond to your messages. But I have this is the entire outfit. All right, gloves included. I'll have the gloves on tomorrow as I pass out candy. You prefer Sam I Am and green eggs and ham. Boom. So I put this on for the trunk or treat at the school. Rusty, I respect your costume even more now. Yeah, it's the entire costume, adult size. Yep. The only thing you don't see me with is the gloves because then I can't respond to your messages. Thank you. Okay. Yes, Greg, how you doing? I told you I'd be live tonight. Okay. So, folks, I wanted to play this video. Like I said, I was going to talk to you about some different subject matter, but when I saw this video, I'm like, this is everything that we discussed. That we've discussed in the past and that we discuss almost on a daily basis. How you doing, Tina? Yeah, I know, love. I know the notifications don't go out, but hey, that's why I always tell you, all of you, just check it when you can because we know how YouTube is. How you doing? Megan's here. Love the cat. You like the cat in the hat? So, thank you so much. Meow. Oh, but Citizen Kane, right? Why is he even? He knows no one is listening to him. After he, talked down to black men, telling them, oh, you don't want to vote for Kamala. She's just like you, trying to put a guilt trip on them. Black men did not care for Kamala the way that he wanted them to. And so he was talking down and then they had to put, I think people sort of pulled his coattail, hey, that, they're not really paying any attention to you. So, so remember, the Democrats pulled out everything that they could. No one is listening. No one likes your policies but you. The American people don't like them, but you are still dying on that hill for illegal. So go right ahead. I love it. Please, Democrats, don't change your stance. They'll never win another election. I love it. Woo! Tina, Obama is the devil that let all this mess into our country. He was the first one to legalize same-sex marriage. Okay, this is true. Rusty, Miss Rolynn, did you hear anything about Walmart? Yes, Rusty. Fayetteville is right beside Fort Bragg. Yeah, they've already started. The food stamps aren't canceled yet, and people went. Now, I will say that Walmart on Skybo Road is ghetto. People go in there every day, but a whole mob went in there and cleaned the place out. For those that don't know, Fayetteville is a very liberal city. It's one city over from where I live here, Fort Bragg and Spring Lake area. So, oh yeah, Rusty. Oh, I don't go to Fayetteville very often. It's too ghetto for me. I can't. Okay. And again, you see people running with, all these stolen items, and it's just a free for all. Vietnam, that's what I was told. Exactly. So Rusty, I'll have to cover that as well, love. Thank you. Yeah, I heard about it. I saw a video, people just grabbing TVs and whatever and just running out of the door. I was like, okay. And the Walmart employees, and like I said, Walmart is preparing that particular Walmart, and I will get onto the subject matter in a moment, folks, but I'm just trying, since Rusty brought it up, I was going to discuss that with you tomorrow, but hey, Rusty brought it up. Hey, so, but yeah, I was like, OMG, it's not even November 1st. So if some people get laid out like Family Guy, hey, sucks to be you. Stop the steal. Stop it. So look at the subject matter. How you doing, Chef Fine is Wine? Yes, how you doing, partner? I just left we had a trunk or treat, and thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. I wasn't sure if you were at work or not, and I just jumped on, partner. And but yeah, Citizen Kane, as you know, Rolynn, Prosperity was boots on the ground today at the newly revamped ICE facility. Yes, Citizen, I was in her live. I jumped in her live as soon as I got back from the trunk or treat. I jumped in the live. I was there. So yeah, this is my full Cat in the Hat costume. I wear it every year. I'm off today, Thursday. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I hope that you had a wonderful Thirsty Thursday. How you doing, Gypsy? And you see your gypsy. Anyone ever heard of Beggars? Nah, the night before Halloween. Something like that, Gypsy. Everyone look at this title. Also, folks, share this stream out, please. Let's bring more people into the conversation. More people need to hear what is being said in this video. Okay, Obama chooses LGBT over Black woman, meaning Winsome Sears. Now, we've been talking about the Democrats. Now, when it's time for voting, which community do they go to? The Black community. So, Winsome Sears, who served her country, who is married, has a family, nice, upstanding citizen. Who does Obama go for? Well, I think you know. So anyway, I'm going to show you, like I said, Vince Ellison. I love this man. Obama was not for, no, he was not, Tina. Yes, I do, Dorian. Dorian, okay, yeah, okay. But everything that we say about the Democrats, every time Barack Obama opens his mouth, it just reiterates what we've already said. So let's watch. And Vince doesn't care. He never bites his tongue. And like I said, yes, Dr. Thomas Sowell is my favorite, but let's be real. Dr. Sowell is in his 90s. Vince Ellison, I don't know if he's in his 50s or 60s, but he has a lot of juice, a lot of energy. This is what we need. Rusty, wait, Obama isn't going to preach to the brothers about voting for a Black man. They are so rusty. They're always preaching, vote for the Black person, vote for the Black. Well, Winsome Sears is Black, but no, you're voting for Abigail Spanberger. So stop. They're just full of hypocrisy. Sick of them. So listen to this man. And he's written a few books. And when I get time, you better believe I'm going to read his books just like I have Dr. Sowell's. Yes, Tina. Yes. Let's listen to this. First of all, is anybody familiar with this information before I get started? Let me know if you're already familiar with it.
On the Vince Ellison Show, Tell me it ain't so, Barack. Barack has come down to Virginia to support his true constituency, the LGBTQ community, and I know they're happy, and we're going to talk about Barack Obama turning on the black woman to support the LGBTQ community.
We've already said, and see, that's why I'm reviewing this video. When it is time for voting, they come, the Democrats are in the black church. They are everywhere begging for vote, making promises that they never fulfill. And so I'm so glad we have more content creators like Mr. Ellison out here exposing this. Yeah, and I'm telling you, Vince Ellison's channel is really growing. He has over 80,000 plus subscribers now. How you doing, Mayor? So like I said, I know I'm a smaller YouTuber, but I don't care. As long as the truth, I told Prosperity, as long as the truth is getting out, I'm still happy. I'm very happy about that. Yes, Rusty, Barack Hussein Obama. Let's say it correctly. Boom. There you go. Right? MAGA fear mongering. Let's listen. I love this.
Today on the Winsome Ellison Show.
This guy never bites his tongue, and I love. How you doing, Ruby? Everybody, Obama campaigns for losers. You got that right, because no one's listening to what he has to say anymore.
All right, let's get this thing started. And I tell you what, everything in the dark comes to the light, don't it? Barack Obama was set back at his $13 million house on the Hamptons, and that joker will not move. I mean, California can be burning down. Barack, we need you. I ain't going to California. I'm somewhere. You can have a hurricane blowing down houses, people starving. I ain't going down there.
You don't see them until it's time for a vote. Have we not discussed this? Yes, Mayor. Mayor, I'm already dressed up. And you know, folks, I tell people, I'm not a devil worshiper. When you get older, you do things that you enjoyed as a kid. It reminds you, it's nostalgic. I was playing Michael Jackson's song Thriller and Ghostbusters. I play that, my kids in my classroom, they like that. And, I had a coworker, oh, that song Thriller, it scares me. I can't listen to that song. I'm just like, what? Really?
Illegals in the street dying. I ain't going to illegals. Black folks starving to death. EBT cars out to get shut up. I don't pay them Negroes no attention. I will let the LGBTQ community come. Bro, get up in
Yeah, when the you see, and he's right. When that LBGT community said, as soon as they open their mouth, he's right there. So that's who you need to go to for votes. Obama, the race divider. Boom. Just look at what Barack Obama has done to Chicago. I see, Tina. Yes. Let me get rid of this commercial. So I'm so glad, like I said, okay, and look at the commercial. Hey, look at this commercial. All right, from Thomas Sowell. I'll let you hear this because it's something
trickle down
from the Hoover Institute.
Theory and tax cuts for the rich. Sowell explains how cutting taxes increases investment in the private economy.
Is anybody paying attention to the governor's race in Virginia? Because if so, you probably noticed that without a doubt, this shows that Barack Obama does not care about black people.
How long have we been saying that? But you have some people that are still swooning. Oh, Barack Obama, he could care less about you. How you doing, jet lag? He's living very nicely in Martha's Vineyard. So as much as you keep thinking in your delusional brain that you're just like Barack Obama, you're insane in the membrane.
Point in fact, Democrats don't care about black people. For all of their dog whistling, claim to uplift black women's voices because they claim that women, specifically black women, are so marginalized and such victims that they want to uplift them. So why is it that Barack Obama came out and endorsed Abigail Spanberger?
Okay, the continued hypocrisy. Now, with Obamas, it's all about blackity, blackity, black, blackity, black. How you doing, Kill? Oh, yep. Good evening. All right, Kill. Good evening, brother. Remember, he said he couldn't do nothing for us exclusively, and he is partly a Kenyan, right? But hey, but Kill, you have so many Black Americans. They just think he's just Jesus and he walks on water. He's a fraud, and he never did anything for you, and he never will. With Democrats, it's all about power and control. So he's not going there trying to support a decent, upstanding. Again, go and look. Kill, you're new here. All of my new folks, jet lag. Go look at my older videos. The Democrats, they don't have, because they're telling Black women, oh, you're the backbone of the party. You never see them have a Black woman like a Winsome Sears, okay? Like a Condoleezza Rice. When they have Black women, it is the most stereotypical Black women you can see. And Megan Thee Stallion, someone who's twerking, someone who's scantily clad, that type of situation. Why can't you, like, okay, now look how they turned out. Oh, ghetto girl, Jasmine Crockett. Now she's highly educated, but they have her out here acting like Bum Quisha from the projects. Stop it.
The liberal white woman who's a Democrat over Winsome Sears, who's a whole full Black woman. Winsome Sears is an actual Black woman, unlike Kamala Harris, who's an Indian white Irish woman.
A cosplaying Black woman. This is so hilarious. Maga, Ruby, I love the new picture. Very beautiful. Yes, it is. Citizen Kane, like white liberal racist tethers will be the death of foundational Black Americans too. Okay, good. Douglas, how you doing? Yes, Douglas. Boom. Mary, what are you laughing at now? What have I done? All right, here we go.
Woman cosplaying as a Black woman. But we all remember how Barack Obama came out last year and shamed us Black men for not wanting to support Kamala Harris. He called us misogynistic, right? So this goes to show that not only is the Democrat plantation a gynocracy full of hyenas where the women have the hierarchy over men, they just send Barack Obama out there to do the shilling for the Democrat plantation. Winsome Sears is a Black woman, and an American Black woman who's actually from Haiti.
Okay, you remember her. I did a video on her last year. I'm saying I'm too poor. I can't afford to vote for the Democrats. This woman, and she's starting to blow up now on, I think she started a YouTube page and stuff like that. Yeah, liberal white women. Oh my God. Woo. Yeah, and that's what I was going to do tonight. And then I saw this video from Vince, and I was like, oh no, I have to do this. Yes, Dorian, but yeah, the liberal white women are crashing out and going to jail and doing the most. They're dying on that hill of illegal immigration, like many others. Okay, listen to her.
Say her name, Obama. Say it. Winsome Earl Sears. Say her name. Say it the same way you said Kamala's name when you were talking to all those young Black men and you were telling them that they had to absolutely vote for the Black woman. Say Winsome Earl Sears's name.
Right.
In the same way Kamala, Cam rolled off of you.
And let's not forget the Curry Queen. Boom.
Your tongue. And when you say it this time, I want you to say it like you got some hot sauce in your purse. Or like Mike got some hot sauce in a jock strap. Whoop. Say it like it's just as important to you and to the whole entire future of Black America, like it was important that Kamala, Mamalia was important.
And my favorite word for her is the Curry Queen. Boom. But she's breaking it down, and I love her names too.
So here in Virginia, we got a governor's race. We got Abigail Spanberger, the Democrat, running against Winsome Sears, the Republican. Race is kind of tightened up a bit. But, the closing act, they all call in the heavy hitters, like the week before the election.
Yep.
So the election has kind of come down to maybe one basic issue, really. Well, kind of two. It's LGBTQ. Men going in children's bathrooms and men sexually grooming children in high schools and grammar schools and men in women's sports and stuff like that. LGBTQ stuff. And then we got this dude here that's running for office. His name is Jay Jones. Jay Jones is a little old skinny black Democrat running for attorney general. And Jay was feeling himself one day and wrote some text messages saying that he wanted to blow out the brains of the Speaker of the House and then kill his children. Go figure. Now he's running for the attorney general. Just in case you don't know what the attorney general does, he's supposed to be the top cop in the whole freaking state. So he is supposed to be like as clean as a baby's bottom, okay? He's supposed to just not even have a record.
Yeah.
But you got the attorney general of the state talking about going out killing people and killing children. And he's still in a statistical tie with the sitting attorney general, a gentleman by the name of Jason Miyares. And Jason Miyares haven't done anything to anybody. He's been a good attorney general. He's been straight arrow, straight laced. And you ask the question, man, what the hell is wrong with the Democrat Party? These jokers even endorse Hamas, basically.
And we know that everything that they stand for, everything that they endorse is criminal or illegal or immoral. Boom.
I don't even know.
What are your thoughts, folks? Like I said, he does not pull any punches. I love it. The plus is them wanting us to accept people that don't understand how to behave appropriately with children. Yes, MAGA.
Over Israel. Elian Omar, the squad, Bernie Sanders, AOC, Hamas, death to America, Hamas, putting babies in ovens.
Yeah.
Hamas, hate the United States of America, Democrat Party endorsement.
And we know that already, folks. We know that the Democrats hate America. The Democrats are trying their best to destroy America. If you don't understand why, okay, then we need to do a quick crash course and look at what they did, flooding the country, trying to bankrupt the country, flooding the country with millions of illegals, trying to create a new voting base for themselves. Thank God Trump is getting those people out of here. Just tell Trump, keep doing what you're doing. Here we go.
This moron up in New York by the name of Mandani.
Ugh.
A socialist. I mean, this ain't like hyperbole. And, you know, it's like a metaphor called him a socialist. Somebody call somebody a socialist and it's like a metaphor. He's a socialist. Mandani say he's a socialist.
He sure does.
He running on it. And Hakeem Jeffries.
Remember, anyone seen I did the little short, and I am the team Obama. He wants to be so special.
Trump called Hakeem Jeffries the dime store Obama.
Everybody remember Trump called him the dime store Obama? How you doing, Baldwin Birds? I'm glad. I knew you would approve of the costume. Meow.
Hakeem Jeffries got the personality of a catcher's mitt. And so Hakeem tried to lay low, tried to stay out of it because he doesn't want to, you know, verbally hook the community, the Democratic Party up to a socialist. But he had no choice. Hey, hell, these socialists. He just said, I need to stop lying, man. We socialists. Hell, let's just go ahead and just admit to it. So you got Mandani, who is socialist. You got a dude that should be tried for conspiracy to commit murder.
Yep.
As Attorney General. You got the pervert lover, Spanberger, who actually wrote the bill to allow boys to go into the girls' bathrooms.
And again, now he's not making this up. We've talked about this. Yes, Cory Booker is an idiot. Hakeem looks like the puppy dog nobody wants and gets kicked off the front porch. Oh my God. Nemo, how you doing? Yeah, everything he's talking, this man, I'm telling you, this man is the truth. I wish Trump would give him a position in his cabinet because he calls out all the nonsense.
You got the whole party who supports the terrorist organization, Hamas.
Yep.
And now Barack Obama is down. And these jokers, they ain't finished. I mean, even right now at this taping, the government is still shut down. And you know why they shut down? Illegal immigrants told them to shut it down because you don't want to give us free medical care.
And then they're lying and blaming Trump and the Republicans. They are the ones who shut it down because they want the illegals to continue to get free health care on the American taxpayers' back. So, no. Here we go. Ruby, what did my girls do now? Oh, my God. I can't keep up with my girls.
And they looked at the Democratic Party and said, we want you to shut down the government of the most powerful nation in the history of the world. And the Democrats acquiesced.
Oh, yep. Yep.
At this taping, the government of the United States of America is still shut down. The TSA agents are not getting paid anymore, y'all. The air traffic controllers are not getting paid right now. They're calling in sick, and air flights are being delayed, and everything's going into chaos because the Democrats will shut down this government because illegal immigrants have told them to do so. Because Republicans have said, we want to keep.
How you doing, Ken? Tube Steak. Of course it's me. I'm every Halloween I dress as Cat in the Hat. It's me, sweetie. Don't worry. This is a little costume that I wear. My students love it. And we had our trunk or treat today. So I put this on for trunk or treat and then I put it on for Halloween as well. So I hope you like it. All right. Here we go. Hit the like button, folks. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. We'll be glad to have you. Okay.
Open without any bells and whistles. We'll talk about health care later. But right now, let's just put some money in to keep the government going. No. They're going to put a gun to the party saying, if you don't give us what we want,
that's right,
we're going to shut down the whole entire government. What is it you want? Free medical care for illegals. They've never fought that hard for black people. Ever.
Have we not been saying that, folks? When it is time for a vote, here they come to the black churches. Here they come with their hot sauce in their pocketbooks. Here they come kneeling with their kente cloth clothing. They're all about symbolism. They're not going to do anything for you. So stop it. Stop being a schmuck. Ken, I just finished watching the Trump at the White House doing Halloween okay, yeah. And yeah, folks, and I tell people, thank you, Tube Steak. Kentucky Fried, yes, I've always loved Cat in the Hat. Thank you. Obama needs to go back to Martha's Vineyard and do the cooking. Kentucky, I just want him to go back. No one is listening to him. They cracked his face last year. Remember when he was he was talking down to black men saying, oh, you don't want to vote for her. She's a black woman. You're just being misogynistic. And again, if you go back and check my videos, I was going hard and heavy on everything. Black men aren't crazy about Kamala, the Curry Queen, Harris, as much as people think. And go talk to all those black men that she locked up in California who were innocent. She even had paperwork proving they were innocent. She tossed it away. She had to be forced to let those black men out of jail. She was feeding the prison industrial complex. She could care less about black men or black women either, for that matter. She's following the Democratic agenda, just like Barack Obama is following the Democrat agenda. They're not going to do anything for you if you're an American. Ken, I love Schmucker. I get that from the mob movies that I watch, like my favorite Goodfellas. Mayor, Democrats want to keep sending money to other countries for gay strippers and a whole lot more for weird stuff. Yeah, crazy stuff. That made me so mad when Reverend Barber said bringing out those people from Kentucky and it's the Democrats who want to take the funding away. Yeah, they want that. If you don't do everything you can in your willpower for those illegals, you see what the Democrats are willing to do. They are literally dying on that field, literally. So that's how it goes. Kamala hated blacks all the while sleeping her way to the top. Boom. Starting with Willie Brown. Make it make sense, my girls. Exactly. Yes, jet lag. I remember I talked about Willie Brown and Montel Williams. Yes, she did what she had to do.
So here come Barack Hussein Obama. He heard that Abigail Spanberger was going to the mattresses for perverts, for sex fiends, for men that want to go into the bathroom and watch young girls handle their business. There was a time in America where you could actually take a joker out for that. If the daddy put 6 shots in his chest for doing that, he'd have been applauded.
Yeah.
And looked upon as a hero.
That's right.
Now in America, the pervert is protected and the daddy will go to jail for protecting his wife and his children. Boy, I tell you what. You know what? The founding fathers said that when a government takes place that will go against your unalienable rights, your job is to replace that government with one that will adhere to your unalienable rights. That time has come because whenever you get yourself a government that will tell you that you do not have a right to defend your family, it's time to change that government. Let me read it to you.
So,
what are your thoughts so far on Vince's commentary? Let me know in the comment section. Yes, Tina. Yes. OMG.
Declaration of Independence. It says, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they're endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And here's where it gets interesting. These things are unalienable rights that men have. And he said that to secure these rights, not give them to you, secure them. What does that mean? You already have them. It's like you got money in the bank. My job is just help you keep them. They're yours already. That's your money in the bank. The bank didn't give it to you. Their job is to help you to secure your money. The government's job is to help you secure your rights. It says to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. Why are they instituted among men? To secure these rights. What are these rights? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That's right.
That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its power in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. There it is. So when a government tells you that I'm going to take away your right to defend your family.
And that's pretty much what, of course, they were trying to do, trying to force everyone to follow their ideology. That's what they're trying to do. We know that.
And give the right to the pervert to take advantage of your family. It's time to move that government out. And this is not what, forget what the majority of the people said. This is your right. If the majority of the people says Mr. Ellis is supposed to go back into slavery, I suppose just accept it? So I said, no. If the majority of the people vote to take my property, am I supposed to give it up? No. Why? Because government did not give me these rights. They're mine.
That's right.
And they can't take them away. And I defend them. So all the men out there, even if this pervert lover Spanberger gets in office and Barack Obama is coming in to give his support to this perverted idea, you stand firm in your right to protect your family. Forget what the law says. There's a higher law.
And I love, he calls it like it is. I love this. Oh my, if you're enjoying his commentary, type a 1 in the comment section for this man. Oh my God. He is the truth.
This is how we changed the Constitution when it came to slavery. William Seward, the senator from the state of New York, when they said that slavery was part of the Constitution, Seward said there's a higher law. St. Thomas Aquinas said, unjust law is no law at all. Telling you can't defend your wife and your daughters against some demented man. So Barack Obama is taking sides in this, y'all.
Yep.
Oh, they want to talk about black, 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 blacky, blacky, black, black.
Watch this.
And remember, prior to the election, when Barack Obama was talking to these black men, MAGA, you were here, Baldwin Birds. I shared this. I did a whole video on this already. So hopefully this will trigger your memory, because we've done this, but we have to keep up. Sometimes we have to go back and look at it again, because we get bombarded with so much information. I don't want us to ever forget. Here we go.
This is Barack Obama talking to black men when Kamala Harris was running for president. Pay attention to what he's saying, and then pay attention to what I show you after and think about it.
On one hand, you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you.
Again, he's not talking about her policies. He's trying to make them think she's just like them. And we know that could not be further from the truth. If she saw them out on the street, she probably would look at them and spit on them and keep walking. Okay? All they want are votes, folks. They despise you. Wake up.
Understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. He said, work harder and do more.
So when he's talking,
Yeah, Greg. Okay, so many of you are like, yeah. Okay, Nemo's like, nope, I didn't forget that. Yeah, Greg, I don't know if you were here, Nemo, but yeah, we did a whole video on that. Democrats are the devil's disciples. Boom.
to black men about voting for Kamala Harris, he makes sure to make it about race and say she's like you. You need to vote for her. But now let's translate that to the governor's race in Virginia. You have a black woman running. Her name is Winsome Sears.
So again, the hypocrisy of the left. I want you to listen. You heard what he just said. Baldwin, you were here. You remember. Miss Rolynn, I love this man. He's dead on. Boom. Tina, is this not what we talk about almost in every video? The hypocrisy of the left. They're always vote for this person. Blackity, blackity, black, black, black. Vote for them because they're black. You know they're all about symbolism. They're all about gender and identity politics. Cackling mouth Kamala never struggled except for climbing that pole every time she needed a black man's help. My girls, I'm going to have to put you in the corner again. Woo! I love it. Here we go.
And a white woman named Abigail Spanberger. Let's take a look and see who Barack Obama endorsed.
Virginia's elections are some of the most important in the country this year, and I am proud to endorse Abigail Spanberger for governor.
But Barack Obama was just telling black men that we should have voted for Kamala Harris because she's black and has similar experiences as us. But now there's a black woman running for governor in the state of Virginia, and Barack Obama is endorsing the white woman. Why is that? Because it's not about aligning yourself with people that look like you. It's about Democrats staying in power or getting power. Barack Obama was just manipulating black people's sensitivity on race in order to get them to vote for a Democrat.
Have we not said that? Okay, my girls, Mayor, Baldwin, Greg, maybe you've been here long enough. Tina, all of you who've been Nemo, all of you who've been on this channel for a long period of time, how many times have we said that? They'll go back to slavery. They go back to, well, you know, Jim Crow. They go back to the Black struggle, pain, suffering, white supremacy, systemic racism, trying to make an emotional connection so that you go out and vote for the Democrat. Have they not been doing that for 60 plus years? Kill family. All we got to do is ask downtown Willie Brown about Kill, you better believe it, baby. You already know. Yes, my girl. Yes, my girl. You're absolutely right. Oh my God. So listen, listen to this. This young and a lot of the younger people are picking up on it quicker than some of the older ones, and I love it. Yes, this young man has it together. Yes, MAGA. Yes. Oh my God.
But now that the black person is a Republican and not a Democrat, he's going to vote against that black individual.
Right.
So again, it's not about skin color.
Nope.
It's about political power. And Democrats just manipulate black people's sensitivity on race in order to get black people to help Democrats stay in power. And
again, okay, it is about race. But it has to be a Democrat. Does that make sense, folks? So as long as you're black and you're a Democrat, oh, they're going to come out and shield for you all day and night. If you're a conservative, you may as well be an alien, literally. I don't care what color the Democrat is. I can't stand them. Tina, boom, there you go. I agree with you.
Black Americans don't realize it. And that's exactly what Barack Obama was doing, using black American skin color to try to manipulate them into voting for Democrats.
Yep.
It's pretty wild when you think about it. Also, just a reminder, I have a free email newsletter where I give you morning updates about what's going on. I also give you more in-depth information about topics, and it's a great place to get armed with information to where it's much more, or it becomes much more difficult to manipulate you or trick you. I cannot be censored here either, and there's no algorithm to control, what you see and what you don't see. It's just direct in your inbox. You get whatever I send. The link is in my profile. Just go there, click the link. You'll see the screen right here. Drop your email in, hit subscribe, and you'll be good to go.
Yes, Marga, this young man does have it together. So we need more people in his age group to continue to get the word out. Now, we said that civil rights generation, those who, fought for gains in the 60s with the civil rights, they fought some with Dr. King, some with Malcolm X. That generation, they're leaving here every day. And it's kind of, they were able to get some tangibles. So with them, it's really difficult to get them to see the light. But this generation, oh boy, I am encouraged. I love it.
Anyway, that's all I got for now. We'll see you in the next one.
What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts? I love it.
Winsome Sears is a black woman. She's a Christian. She's right on all the issues when it comes down to how we see things, school choice, LGBTQ. She's not for that stuff. Keeping the illegals out, keeping the fentanyl out, all of this. She's right on the issues.
Jaggalo, Rolynn, the mustache gives a Bolton. Who's Bolton? Yeah, this is the Cat in the Hat. So it's not it's where the cat's whiskers are. That's what that is. It's not a mustache, Jaggalo. Jaggalo, I'm gonna put you in the corner with my girls. Can't you see my whiskers? So on the package that this suit came in, this is how the person was made up. I don't want a mustache, Jaggalo. Oh my God. Yes, Tina, they're going to use black people to the rapture. Okay, the apocalypse. They're going to continue to do that. Yes, Mayor, Cat in the Hat. Meow.
So Barack Obama is coming down to seal the deal. But now we got to do some house cleaning. For real, Abigail Spanberger shouldn't even be in this race.
Whoop.
Should be a blitz, should be over with. She shouldn't even be close. Why would the Republican Party in the state of Virginia lose a race that should be so easily won?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to fight. Bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see what the Sears campaign had any plan to go into the black community and talk about how the Democratic Party has ravaged and destroyed that community, and how Abigail Spanberger was going to keep it going.
Now, did everyone hear what this man just said? Hit that like button for me, please, folks. What he just stated, I've said 1,000 times in several videos. How you doing, Ron Walton? You all can talk all you want, but you will never stop black people from voting Democrat. Ron, we can keep praying for change, love, okay? That's all we can do. Look, the statement he just made. Tina, Jagalo, Mayor, those of you, Baldwin, my girls, those of you that have been here for a while, how many times have I said Trump kicked open the door? It's up to the Republicans to get out. And I'm not saying, how you doing, Taco Don? Yeah, you're right, Taco. I'm not saying the Republicans don't do wrong, but I am saying Trump made a way. Because remember, folks, most of the times Republicans don't go into areas that they know are going to, well, they're going to vote for Democrats anyway. They don't invest any time or resources, right? Thank you, my girls. Ron, we may not get all, but many people, I don't know if you've been keeping up, many people are leaving the Democratic plantation. Thank God. So we say that all the time on this channel. Hit that like button, please, love. Republicans, you don't have an excuse now. Trump, and yes, I know he didn't get the majority of the black vote, but he got more than any other Republican has in recent times. So he opened the door. I voted for Trump, but my family members voted for Trump. Thank you, Ron. Okay. Ron, are you new here, love? And so does everyone understand what I'm saying? He opened the door. So Republicans, instead of you saying, well, they're going to vote for a Democrat anyway, why not do some outreach programs? Go into, okay, Ron, you're new to the Rolynn Reviews family. Everyone welcome Ron. Ron, hit that subscribe button. If you are enjoying this content, we'll be glad to have you. Always hit that like button. Make sure it is on all notifications. Welcome, Ron. Welcome. Does everyone understand where I'm going with this? Yes, a large percentage of them may continue to vote for Democrat, but you don't know. Trump opened the door, and people didn't think he had a chance. He made gains. Virginia always goes Republican. Yes, Kentucky Fried. So you understand what I'm saying, folks? Thank you, Ron. I'm saying Republicans don't have an excuse. Well, they're going to vote for Democrats. You don't know who they're going to vote for. A lot of millions of Black Americans sat home on the couch. They didn't vote for Trump or the Democrats. And statistics prove, history proves, when Black Americans don't go out and vote for Democrats, they lose. So yes, Trump made gains. A lot of Black Americans voted for Trump, but millions more sat home. They didn't vote for anyone. And when Black Americans sit home, Democrats lose. Yes, Kentucky Fried, many. Now, you may not see them on a platform like I am here talking about, leaving, because a lot of people don't want to be ostracized by family and friends. But like I said, a lot of people went into the voting booth. For the ones who voted for Trump, they didn't say anything to family and friends. They went in there and voted, and their family and friends assumed they voted for the Curry Queen, and they just didn't say anything to dispel their thoughts. Yes, Nemo, missed opportunities. Now you're hearing what Vince is saying. She should have done some outreach, right? Instead of the mindset, well, they're going to vote for the Democrat anyway. You see what we're saying? MAGA, Tina, you've been here. You've heard me say that. Now Republicans don't have an excuse. Look what happened. All the celebrities that jumped on to Kamala's campaign, their careers are now suffering. That's what they get for trying to lie and mislead the American people, MAGA. Sorry, not sorry. Good. Okay. Here we go. God, this man is good.
You don't talk so much about Abigail Spanberger in the black community. You don't even know who the hell Abigail Spanberger is. They know about the Democratic Party. And you're supposed to hook Abigail Spanberger to it. You're supposed to go after the Iron Triangle. The black preacher, the black politician, the black civil rights worker. And expose them and take away their power to work for Abigail Spanberger by letting the black community know they're a bunch of boot-licking, low-down, dirty cowards that are turning against their own God to support this perverted lifestyle.
And they think they're worshiping God because they go to church on Sundays. They don't realize they're worshiping the Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party is evil. So indirectly, they're worshiping Satan. And it's sad they don't even know it.
And they're paid to do it. And when you hear one of them come out to support this, you need to know that he's leading your soul to hell. That should have been done 8 months ago. Because she knew what she was going to do. Go right down there, get the Iron Triangle, take her down there and prance her around. And
you know she's going to the black churches. You come on, folks. We know the spiel. We already know how they operate. They don't change because it still works. Robert, Miss Rolynn, the cat in the hat you're wearing needs to go on Abigail Spencer's head. Okay. Right. My girls, you've been here. How many times, my girls, have I talked about this same subject matter? Yes, Kentucky Fried, and it's good versus evil. And I'll tell you what happened with Virginia. You have a lot of people who live in D.C., but they want to come across the line and live in Virginia because of tax purposes and things like that. And you have a lot of people who leave the north, move south, and they bring their voting patterns. I've seen it here in North Carolina, Kentucky Fried. I've seen it. I sure have.
And if they got that credibility, the people are going to listen. You destroyed their credibility. That makes too much sense. And then here's the fatal flaw.
All right, let me get rid of the commercial. This is some good information, folks. Oh.
She didn't make up with Donald Trump.
Now, you know, Donald Trump did not endorse her. Yes, Kentucky Fried, there sure are. There sure are. She didn't make up with Donald Trump. And everyone knows if Trump doesn't endorse you, you might make it, but you might not. Mark, I truly hate Hillary because if you go anywhere and ask for hot sauce, people give you a weird look. Yeah.
And that is something you just don't do. Washington Post story. Dated October 8th, 2025. It says Virginia GOP governor candidate called Trump a liability ahead of 2024. It says President Donald Trump has yet to endorse Earl Sears, Virginia's current lieutenant governor, while slamming Spanberger during an event in Virginia for the U.S. Navy in the 250th anniversary.
Did all of you know that she had that Winsome Sears had made that statement? So you know Trump has not endorsed her because of that statement. How you doing, Rita? So we know how that works. But I hope they can come, to an agreement before the election. How you doing, Caesar? And that would be great because if she could get his endorsement, that would be a big boost for her campaign, I think. People need to read the Bible. Yes, Tina. Okay.
On the weekend, Trump did not mention Earl Sears, a Marine Corps veteran, at all. Earl Sears and Trump's relationship turned tepid in 2022 after the lieutenant governor suggested it was time for the Republican Party to move on past him and decline to support his third White House bid.
So, and now we know how Trump is. So she didn't endorse this last bid. And so they, I guess, have a rocky relationship as a result. But had he endorsed her, And then I heard some black YouTubers saying, well, we know why he didn't endorse her, because she's black. And the idiots don't even know. They didn't even do any checking to see what, anything about their relationship.
A true leader understands when they have become a liability. A true leader understands that it's time to step off the stage, and voters have given us the very clear message, Earl Sears said at the time. Trump then undercut Earl Sears on Truth Social, writing that he never felt good about her and that she was a phony. That situation should have been mended.
Yeah. Yep.
Mended. Like J.D. Vance was all against Trump at one time.
Yep.
And when he ran for the Senate, he sat down and he talked with Trump. They made up. DeSantis and Trump, DeSantis came out to beat Trump. They talked. Hell, man, him and Marco Rubio went at it like they was going to fight in the street. You see, Rubio is now your Secretary of State. When the game is over, you make up like a football team. You fight like hell. We've seen boxers, round 12, them suckers fighting. As soon as the bell rang, they bleed and they just hug. And you say, you just look at it and you're like in awe. You see a football team just about to kill each other. And then when that bell goes off at the end of the game, the horn blows up, they hug. They make up.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't let an enemy like Donald Trump linger. Terrible mistake. I live here in the state of Virginia. Nobody's called me. Now, if you wanted to do battle, that's what you do. And I knew the Republican Party in the state of Virginia is basically done because they're just weak. They're scared. Bunch of pansies. They want to play nice while the Democrats are slashing and burning.
Okay, and Ruby also has an excellent point about, Earl Sears is not going to win because the people in Northern Virginia are mad about the government shutdown. Ruby, and that also segues on the statement I made earlier. A lot of people live in Virginia and they, drive into DC to work. So, yep, you're absolutely right. Yes, Caesar. And it was her. Okay.
Don't know how to win. Not here. Now, they know how to win in South Carolina. They know how to win in Mississippi. They know how to win in Alabama.
Again, though, the dynamics is different in Virginia with all of the people there who work in Washington, D.C. Okay, so they're different dynamics, so it is more difficult. Gypsy, you think so? You think, well, right now, we don't know if she's going to win it, Gypsy. We'll see.
Yeah, they know how to win there. They know how to win down in Florida. But here in Virginia and Maryland, no. They're like the uniparty. And it's sad. There was a great opportunity here to do some good. And because of the weakness and factlessness of the Republican Party, bad decisions, them wanting to be a somewhat quote-unquote moderate party as opposed to true MAGA, unashamedly MAGA. I'm not detecting any lies in this commentary. He's laying it all on the line like he always does. Yep. Probably going to lose this race. So Barack Obama's about his limp-wristed behind down here. I'm sure Big Mike told him to come. Our people need us down in Virginia. We're not black, Michelle. I'm not talking about black people, the LGBTQ people. Oh, that's right. And so he jet-setted it down here. Pete Buttigieg called him, and the LGBTQ caucus called him, the Rainbow Caucus called him, and Barack jumped on a private jet and sliding down here to take care of his peoples, man. And then he's going to jump back on it and go back home to the Hamptons and let the Democrats here in the state of Virginia ravage the black community and the children in the public educational system again for the next 4 years.
God.
He showed up, though. He showed up for the sodomites. He won't show up for the black folks. He'll show up for the sodomites. You know, you ask him, you showed up for the black folks? No, I ain't showed up for Winsome Sears. You know, hell no, I'm showing up for the sodomites, man. So you do your thing, Barack. Be all you can be. But if the Democrats win this one, I hope y'all hope you enjoy it. Because in 2026, when it comes down to the federal elections, we're going to whoop you. We're going to give you one of them old Mississippi, Alabama butt whoopings. Send you back home packing. But right now, we're going to watch this, and we're going to look at, when we're going to witness the all-inspiring spectacle.
How you doing, Beeper? Beeper, the NAACP is useless. They're just like the Congressional Black Caucus. They are all dying on the mountain of illegal immigration. That is their only concern. They are not doing anything for American citizens. You can forget it. They're not going to. So the NAACP, Congressional Black Caucus, they may as well disband. Yeah, they're a waste. Taco said he showed up for the blonde-haired white woman. Yeah, Taco. But when he was trying to get people to vote for the Curry Queen, he was trying to say, hey, she's black like you. You know, you have same experiences. So he's a phony.
Of a Democratic Party that endorses Hamas, endorses murdering their opponents and their opponents' children, endorses a sick sexual identity, endorses having the illegals come over and give them the power to shut down the government. Yeah, we're going to see that party get elected.
Getting all your daily nutrients.
All right, tell me what your thoughts are with this commentary. Wow, this guy. Oh, I can listen to him all day. All day. Wow.
In a southern state, probably along with a socialist up in New York City. And what it will do is show America a snapshot and a harbinger of what will come in the future if we keep supporting and if we don't understand how dangerous this cabal of perverts, liars, psychopaths, anti-Christian bigots, thugs, hoes, and rappers are.
There you go again with the thugs, hoes, and rappers. He just calls it as he sees it. I love it.
And look here, Spanberger, why don't you just make it a clean slate? Why don't you bring Cardi B down and Meg Stallion and have them twerking? Bring RuPaul down and have him twerking up there with you. Just
oh my God. Bring RuPaul down to twerk with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. That sounds like the Democrats. That they'll put you, they have you at a twerk party.
Make sure everybody know who you are, right? So we got 1 week to go. It's going to be fun. And we're going to be talking about it, and we're going to be bringing it to you because I'm here to wake you up.
Woo, I tell you. What are your thoughts on that, folks? OMG. Nemo, Winsome thought she could just ride the coattails of the governor. I guess she wasn't paying attention to recent history, Nemo, because usually when President Trump endorses someone, people get on board and, they ride that wave. So like, good brother here, Mr. Ellison said she should have, made amends like, other people did, so, hey, it is what it is. You live and you learn. And, Mayor, oh my God, Mayor, I'm going to have to put you in the corner. And I'll just show you one more little short clip that our great sister, Miss Prosperity, shared with me. But yeah, if you want to watch this video, that's pretty much the end of it. But I can listen to him all day. Oh my God. Hit that like button, folks. Vipa, you live in Virginia, and they have been very disrespectful and racist to Winsome Sears. Vipa, I've done videos on that. Yes. They booed her when she tried to speak this week and played music so we couldn't hear her. Oh, yeah, Vipa. Did you see, Vipa, the video I did the other day at the JMU, the James Madison University game, and the white liberal man told her to go back to Haiti? Well, first of all, she's not from Haiti. She's from Jamaica. And yeah, he was said some hateful things. And then when he looked over and somebody whispered to him or whatever that he was being recorded, he tried to change his tune. And he worked for, was it Lockheed Martin? He's since lost his job. So let me show you. So Black communities lose again with Chicago's mayor. This is from our great sister, Prosperity. So again, stop voting for Democrats. They're not going to do anything for you. Wake up. All right, so let me play this. So again, even if they get Brandon Johnson out of office, if you put another, yeah, he is good. If you put in another Democrat, you're going to have the same problem. Yes, Greg, I agree. Here we go. So this is how Democrats, and this is what our great sister, Miss Prosperity, said. Black communities lose again with their Black Democratic mayor. So you just keep voting blue no matter who, you get more of this. This is ridiculous. All right, here we go.
Forgiving Blacks. It's better to get forgiveness than to get permission movement from the primary Black communities. Let's get into this story around the 2026 budget to abstract further from the needs of the taxpayers in communities, specifically on the west and south sides of Chicago. Before we begin, help us by hitting that like button, which will help this and other messages to reach more uninformed viewers. Share, comment, and subscribe if you are not already. It's free. Thank you. As many have heard, Chicago's selected mayor, Brandon Johnson, is strongly pushing to pass a $16 billion spending plan. But the real question is, who is it for? Black folks, you can roll yourselves out, and it can start there. His plans may not include raising property taxes since that blew up in his face last year.
Yeah, and I'll pause that. Hopefully you can see that. 2026 Chicago budget. Now remember, they blew all the money that they had on illegals. So now, and they're angry, and he's lying and telling everyone the reason that Chicago is struggling is because President Trump won't release the federal dollars. And he's not telling them that they had money, but they spent it on illegals. So stop it, sir. Stop it. Emperor Johnson won't tell the truth to save his life.
So how about snagging something many people don't know about, TIF money? That stands for tax increment financing. To break it down even further, that is money that funds both publicly subsidized economic development and municipal projects for cities and counties to gain approval of redevelopment of blighted properties, or public projects such as city halls, parks, libraries, and also everything from smaller road work, parks, school improvements, large-scale bridge replacements, and affordable housing projects. Touching on the topic of school improvements, Illinois is hiding something. As reported by the Illinois Policy Org, Illinois approved a plan in August 2025 to lower the reading and math scores to be considered proficient in these areas of education. I said lowered. If you didn't hear me before, while other states have increased these scores for proficiency, how do you like that for children in Illinois to be less prepared to make sound decisions and intellectually capable for success? This is where a high portion of property taxes are allocated. Unfortunately, the blame can't go towards anyone else but Illinois lawmakers and how they think of our citizens. Just a thought, do you think it is because they have allowed many illegals with less educational intelligence to overfill the classes and now equate the American citizens on the same scale? The truth helps and hurts, but requires an action. Getting back to the finances of Chicago, it was learned through A.D. Quigg and Jake Sheridan that the mayor's proposal to sweep a record $1 billion out of the city's TIF piggy banks has even drawn criticism from Alderman Jason Irvin, the mayor's handpicked budget shepherd, Alderman Michelle Harris, his Rules Committee chair, and Alderman Walter Red Burnett, his latest appointee to the council that succeeded his dad, Alderman Walter Burnett. Those
Taco, what kind of education are those children in Chicago getting? Taco, I have covered that in more than one video. They are the lowest of the low test scores. What percentage is on grade level? Minuscule amount. Taco, you need to check the videos I've done on that. Their test scores are dismal. Okay, they're awful.
Are all Black council members whose eyes are squinching at the mayor's call of action with the city finances. By Irvin's estimate, more than half of the dollars would come out of socially, economically disadvantaged areas and potentially delay much needed improvements in those TIF districts. He cast it as yet another example in a long history of the South and West Sides getting short shrift. This also happens to be where the majority of Black communities reside and infiltrated with illegal aliens.
I'll pause that so you can see crime rates in Chicago neighborhoods, number of crimes per 100,000. And, and our great sister Prosperity told you they dumped the illegals in the Black communities and basically told them to deal with it. Ruby, yes, until Illinois has a voter ID law, they will always be under the thumb of these demo rats. Boom. Oh my God, yes. Vipa, does Miss Prosperity know? Yes, Vipa, she does. She sure does. Okay.
According to the Law Dictionary, as mandated by Brandon Johnson's Executive Order 2023-16. Here are some clips of coverage we captured just recently you can view right here on this channel to show you we have not come a short nor a long way with all the promises these politicians make for your vote. But yet still our communities have not progressed. Nope. Johnson is no better than any of the others, but he will continue to give his I had a dream lectures. Again, but failed the same people he calls his people. Clue in, he is not talking about you to bring improvement, Black people. Since we are on this subject, this is the area that Martin Luther King Jr. once resided, and after his assassination in the late 60s, many of the Blacks in this community took to the streets, and the National Guards was called in. If Brandon Johnson really wanted to show his support, then ask yourself why all these once Black booming businesses strip has not been revived. He or no other mayor of Chicago has taken the care or concern to see to it that this was rehabilitated, but have effortlessly used the presumably earmarked funding of the Chicago's West and South Sides to support was his illegal term and called illegal aliens. There you have it. And if the truth hurts, then speak it, make the change, and be the change. Don't continue to support those who don't have your best interest, but does what happened for over the last 6 decades with false promises and false hope. Require show me the money. First, not voting doesn't work. Educating is the key to setting us all free.
To allow these elected officials in Illinois, these Democrats, to get away with desecrating this place like that and then smiling in our face and telling us to like it. See, like now, we're in our neighborhood. Now we got people here that reside here. This is our neighborhood. And we got people in it that don't look like us, and we're trying to figure out why. Why? And then another question is, why is our neighborhood not good enough for us anymore?
Look at that face.
Silence. Notified of more findings.
So that, our great sister, she calls them on all of their shenanigans. Right, Joe? Robert, unfortunately, Mandami will be the next mayor of New York City. Oh my God, Robert, I pray not. Oh, what the heck? Tina, Illinois does not get federal funding. They're not getting federal funding, so they're mad at President Trump. If you don't, Trump told these idiots to get rid of these sanctuary cities. They said never, so he cut the funding. Kudos to Mr. Trump. I've been saying that. You cut those federal dollars, they cannot make it. So when Johnson talks about the crime, he said, well, we were going to do all these wonderful things, but well, Trump cut the funds. Well, sir, what about the millions you spent on the illegal? Shut up. My girls. Boom. Ruby, me too. Ruby, I told you I used to live in New York. It breaks my heart. Hit that like button, folks, if you are enjoying this content. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, it is, from someone, I don't know if anyone else has ever lived in New York, but that breaks my heart. You said, Caesar, that you think they're pushing him in New York? I don't think Brandon and Priska get along, but they're both not good. Right, Mayor. Yeah, both of them need to go. Oh my God. So that's pretty much, what I wanted to. Like I said, I was going to talk to you about something else, and I saw this, and I was like, oh my God. Gypsy woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yeah, so tell me what your thoughts are. Leonard Duke Sr., hello. Chicago gets what they get. They voted for this. He better not go there. We're in trouble in VA. Nothing to really vote for. Leonard, how are you? I think you're new here. Leonard, we have a lot of subscribers here who are in Chicago who are conservatives. It's unfortunate that they are surrounded by a wall of blue. MAGA, oh my God, ladies, I tried to dye this blonde bob wig pink and it didn't take, only the netting on the to MAGA, what are you doing? Oh my God. Paulina, how you doing? Hit the like button, everyone who's coming in. Thank you, Leonard and Paulina. I saw a guy who had a toupee and snap buttons embedded. Oh my God. Sounds scary, Paulina. Just in time for Halloween. I used to love visiting Chicago. Now I'm too old to run, stop, drop, and roll. Ruby, your skin is allergic to bullet holes. How about that? Ruby says she's too run. Hey, you too old to be trying to run from the YNs, Ruby. Yeah, you too old for that now, sweetie. Woo! I pray everyone wakes up. Yes, Gypsy, that's my prayer. So I don't know. All I can say is all of us need to stay prayed up and hope that, and people, people wake up at different times. Oh yeah, Gypsy, I try, love. What can we do but pray that more people wake up? Does that make sense, folks? MAGA love, yes. Okay, so stay prayed up. Be safe when you go out, folks. Yes, Joel, that's what else can we do? I'll be live tomorrow, 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish. Yes, I did, Beep. I heard about that. Yes, my girls. Yes. Thank you, Baldwin. Thank you. Joel, that's all we can do at this point. You know what I'm saying? Jackalow, have you guys seen Trump and Mellon handing out candy to trick-or-treaters? They had a symphony. I have not, but I heard about it. So all I can say is I get a strange magic. Got a strange magic. Maybe that's what we need to wake more people up. Got a strange magic. ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, 1975. Strange Magic. Woo, what a classic. Paulina, I know it's great to be here with everyone doing very well. Good, Paulina, yes. And I'll be live, Paulina, I'll be live tomorrow, love. I jumped on when I left the trunk or treat. Trump's trying to make it hard on those illegals. Yes, we have to stay strong. We can't give up. What happened to someone that just joined us saying it was no hope in Virginia? We have to keep our heads up. We can't give up. Leonard, hey sis, you're in my hometown. Yeah, I'm here in Fort Bragg, Leonard. I was bragging in 80, 25 signal, been in Newport News, 42 years. Miss Sears, I see nothing she's doing for us. Rent cap, high prices. Oh, you voted for Trump. Leonard, you're in the right place. Leonard, have you subscribed to the channel? Let me know. If you are new to the family, let me know so that we can welcome you. And please hit that like button. That helps the channel to grow as well. So, Leonard, if you are new to the channel, we are welcoming you. The people don't mean anything to Johnson. The people need to show. Yeah. Greg, you're right. Jagalo, you're pretty special yourself, love. I love coming on here, talking and discussing these topics with you. Ruby, yeah, I'll be up at 4:30 too, so I'm getting ready to get out of here. Yeah, I'm an early riser too. Yeah, everyone, welcome Leonard, and we're going to go. Leonard and all the other new subscribers, I'll be live tomorrow, probably 6:30-ish, 7 o'clock, something like that. So hopefully everyone has a good night. Oh, okay. Thank you, Leonard. Oh, you're already subscribed. Well, hey, we're welcoming you anyway, because you probably have a lot of people that watch, but they don't comment. So if you don't comment, I can't tell you're here. So thank you for being here. And thank you for being part of our family. Leonard, share this out with family and friends, okay? You too, Taco. 5 a.m., I'll already be at work, Taco. Yep. So I'm going to go. If you get a chance, folks, once I end the stream, sweet. Yeah. Gypsy, I played the 13-minute version of that song in my classroom today. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. That's like one of the best, my girls. Annie Lennox and the Eurythmics. Woo! That's one of the, my girls, that's one of the best songs ever written in American history. I'm saying, I love it. All right, so yeah, if you come back and leave a comment, that helps the channel to grow, and I will comment. I probably won't comment tonight, but I'll get it tomorrow. I sure will. Yes, Annie Lennox, and she's still rocking. All right. Yeah, thank you. And you know me, I'm going to stick around and say, talk to you in the comment section as long as you're there. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rolyn's Reviews YouTube channel. I am coming to talk to you right now, and I'll stay there and talk to you until YouTube stops the live stream altogether. Here I come.